Boom! And just like that, I'm back. Here I am, back in the hood. Back in the hood, Nosy Bay, Madagascar. I hate calling it Nosy Bay. I don't know why people keep saying to me on YouTube, oh, try and pronounce where you live properly. I don't know anybody who calls it Nosy Bay. It sounds to me like Nosy Bee. It's pronounced Nosy Bee. It sounds like Nosy Bee. Look at this. See this. This is how not to stack breeze blocks. Upside down. They should be stacked this way. I've told them 50 times. I've told them. And they still do it this way. The reason you don't do it this way is because if it rains, all these fill up with water. And then if you don't use them for a year or two, you come back, you've got mush. They're all broken because they're full of water. The water damaged. So you always stack breeze blocks this way, and you always do one level going that way and one level going that way to make it strong, so it stays strong and doesn't fall over and collapse on top of somebody. Right, we don't need these breeze blocks here. Tamila, put 2 on there and go the other way. I got the breeze blocks dropped off earlier on, and he's like, yeah, there's 200. I'm like, said to this guy, I said, go and stack them properly, because the way they'd stacked them was a right mess. You couldn't count them. So he stacked them how he felt like stacking them, and I still couldn't count them. I mean, look at this. You got like 3, 3, 3, 2. That 2 there, that 2 ruined the last 30 minutes of his performance as good member of staff, because I couldn't count them because of those 2. I didn't know whether it went 2 there and 2 back further on. Just the little tiny things in life that wind you up the most, innit? Oh, I've come up with a really good plan, like, but I want to get 1,000 square meters of land, and I want to do like a little sport business on there, like a motorsport business. I want to do a little motorsport business. So it's going to cost me around about 1 million, which is €200,000 to do it, but I should get around about 100,000 pure profit after everything per year back. So it's a 50% return on investment business every year, and to me 50%, that's a sweet profit margin. There's not many businesses that are making that sort of profit margin. Maybe companies like Google, Amazon, they're not even hitting 50%. They're hitting like maybe 40s. So it's very good. But yeah, now I'm going to have to count these. Hopefully there's 200, but I did count them roughly before, and it looked to me like there was about 25, 27 short. So here we go again. Right, I need to count them and make sure that they've got the right amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 9. That way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That way. Perfect. So it's nice and easy to count now. I mean, obviously I'm going to pick these power pens. As soon as these are counted them, I'm going to say, right, okay, you've moved them from here to here, so I can count them. Next plan, if they're short, I've got to go back to the power pen maker and say, excuse me, there's 25 missing, and then their boys are going to have to come back with another 25 breeze block, or end of business with that person, and I'll move on to another person. That's how you do business in Madagascar. If it goes wrong with one person, you take the loss on the chin, you move on to the next one. We'll get there eventually. Tanagas! What's the Volvo? He's doing a bit of finishing, cement finish on they call it, finishing. Just getting it all perfect. Very, very nice. Around the doorways. That's in there, Tanner. Here we go. Looking alright. Did have somebody wanting to rent this as a little bar, and I talked them out of it. I said, listen, are you joking? You can't put a little bar in here. It's too small. By the time you put the bar in, you're going to have like 2 tables and chairs, a couple of seats there. You're selling beers for €1. You're making 20-cent profit off a beer. Some people sit and drink a beer all night. They might just sit there on the table all night long, and you're like, wow, just made 20 cent minus me rent. So you've got to be careful when you set up businesses. You need to be the right businesses. I'll show you what I'd like to do. What I'd like to do with this one here is just rent it out. Rent it out as a tattoo studio, or a hairdresser for ladies' hair, or a small boutique for very nice ladies' clothes, costume jewellery, that sort of thing, or shoes, maybe a shoe shop, a small shoe shop. It could be an insurance office. Could be many things, this shop. As long as I get, like, I'm looking for €100 a month, and somebody will rent that shop. Very, very nice. I'm going to keep my motorbikes in here. I'm going to build my motorbike business. I've got 8 motorbikes at the moment. I need another 17, to be honest, like 17 scooters more. So I've got 20 scooters and 5 motorbikes like this one here. Blinding little motorbike, this one. Very, very nice. 150cc. It's had no problems whatsoever. 3,700 kilometres I've done. Like brand new. It's alright. Very, very happy with it. And it's cost me 7.1 million, Harry. So it's cheap, like it's €1,200, something like that, I guess. €1,200. Yeah, so I'm going to have to sand cement this. I need a window in there. Get this frontage done so I can rent this out, because I don't want, obviously, the lads dropping cement all over the front here. They might have a little cafe here with a couple of little tables out the front. I don't know, but I think it needs to be... I did want to make it into a 24-hour shop, to be honest with you, like or a night shop where it's open through the night, where people can come and get beers, because once it gets to 8:30 at night, 9 o'clock at night, Nosy B's dead. You can't buy a beer outside a hotel or a bar, or cigarettes. They cost a fortune. You're paying like $9,000 for a packet of cigarettes at night time, whereas in the daytime you can pay $7,000 if you go to the right shop. So I open that shop there, do reasonable prices for people. People come of a night time to get to know the shop. They might even come in the daytime. Maybe you could get staff to open it 24/7. That'd be nice. But complicated for theft. That's the only problem with that, like, is you got many staff, then they're just going to be in the till. Simple as that, like. It's very, very hard in Madagascar with that sort of thing, with staff, with sticky. They got sticky fingers, like. They got sticky fingers, some of these guys. So here we are digging down. I'm going to put a small room here, a small walk-in room, similar to this one here. Something similar to this. A little room, just a walk-in little room. And I'm going to put in there, possibly it can be good for the water pump for the swimming pool and stuff like that, because it's below the height of the swimming pool. So that could be good. That could work out well. Also, I can put shovels in there, wheelbarrows, a guardian even in there, a generator maybe. Put a lot of things in there, and then I'm going to build a retaining wall here to retain this soil up to the garden level. And then on that level there where the guy is, I need to bring a terrace right back to where we are now, straight across this whole area here. Bang! Nice big terrace, so I can sit on that terrace there with a swimming pool in front of it. Very nice. Here I'm going to dig all this down, and we're going to put a cesspit. Big cesspit can go in here, this whole area. Big cesspit underneath the terrace, out of the way. Should be laughing, it should be very good, but obviously there's a lot of work. Realistically, I need to dig from here 3 meters down. I'm going to dig a big hole there, and then I'm going to fill it with stone, so it's a filter system for the dirty water to filter away from the cesspit. Where the first guy is, the solids will come in there to the first cesspit for these 2 apartments here, because I'm going to have 5 bathrooms in those 2 apartments in that area. 5 bathrooms, including an outside one. So it's quite a lot of toilet waste that's going to come down here. So I'm going to put a big cesspit there, and then the solid should settle at the bottom of the cesspit, and the dirtier water will flow over with still a little bit dirty into the second pit, and then that'll flow into a third pit here, and then it'll come down a pipe and filter away into the earth. And obviously we're like 8 meters up in the area, so if I dig down 3 meters, it's going to be very, very nice. It's going to be well gone, bye-bye, never to be seen again, and it's going to be very rarely I have to empty those cesspits. Maybe, I don't know, maybe every 3 years or something, 4 years or something, I'll have to empty them. So I'm going to put the cesspits in there, the little cupboard in there, a retaining wall down there, a retaining wall down the back as well, right down the back there. Very, very nice, very nice. And then the terrace will be all at this height here. This whole area will be a terrace with a swimming pool. I'm going to knock these parpen out of here, get rid of them, so I can just walk directly onto my terrace here. Nice views of the sea and that, you know, it's alright. Human eye sees roughly around about this. It'll be alright, you can sit on your terrace, you've got your swimming pool in front of you. Should be very, very nice. I've come to the conclusion this guy next door, he's crazy, like. He's crazy, like. He went off again, like, the other day. What are you doing? What are you doing on this next door neighbour's land? This is not your land. I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, there's you over here putting the sand down there, you're dumping soil down there on the next door neighbour's land. I was like, it goes diagonal. The plots downstairs, they're not straight, they're diagonal. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah. I said, here's the post. What's this post here in the middle of the garden? There's a post there. I don't want to get too close. To be honest with you, I'm scared, like. Scared of crying. But there's a post. Just there, see the post? Just behind that little flower. There's a post. There's a post here as well behind this bush at the end of the white wall. And it goes diagonally down. So, but he's complaining, you blocked my view. If you block my view, I'll go to council. I know the mayor. I'll go see the mayor. I'll get you stopped. You haven't got permission to build this. You haven't got permission to do what you're doing. That's why I'm scared, like, because if he stops me building me property, then I'm 100,000 into this, and I've got a shell and a garage. So basically, for €100,000, I've got a garage that I can park cars in. Pretty expensive garage, you know. Pretty expensive garage. But if I can get it finished, I'm going to have like €300,000 worth of property, which has cost me €200,000 to build, and I'm going to be able to get an income which is life-changing to me. May not seem like a lot, but I think maybe I can get an extra €1,500 in my pocket a month, and I'm already a good income. So anything else, any extra euros is just a cherry on the cake. You know, it's just money for nothing. What do I do with it? It's just like it hasn't got a place, and that's what I haven't had for many years, is money that hasn't got a place to go to. At the moment, I think I need, like, I worked it out, I could do with like £160,000 by the 5th of April next year. And if you check the safe, like, is that a gold coin? Oh no, it's a bit of cement stain. I thought it was a gold coin. I was going to say, I've got some money, boys. I've got some money. But yeah, I need like €160,000 just to sort my stuff out, like, sort my life out. It's not just this property. It's other things that I've got going on, other investments and stuff that I need to sort out. I really want to keep up with the ISA. It's like a individual savings account in the UK. It's government-backed, tax-free, to try and encourage the British to invest, because the British don't invest as much as what the government recommends that you should do. So I've got this account, and they allow you to invest €20,000 a year, £20,000 a year, and it's hard. Obviously, it's not so easy as you probably know. I mean, maybe some of you are looking at the video saying, "Yeah, I do that on a night out. I do £20,000 on a night out, me." But let's be honest, most of us trying to get 20 grand to just put into a savings account, like you're not going to see, maybe never again if you die early, or maybe in 10 years, 15 years, you'll be able to start drawing on it. My idea is to build it. It's at £94,000 at the moment. My idea is to keep building it until it's £400,000, and then draw 5% after that. Probably when I'm in about 5 years, 6 years, I can probably do that. Get it up there, like 7 years maybe. I can do that by adding the 20 grand a year, but it's a problem, like. And then on top of that, me staff, me building this here, I need 50 grand really to throw into this. I need 50,000. Give me 50 grand. I can put 50 grand in here and get these shells done. And once the shells are done, I'll tell you what, I'm not scared of him anymore. Oh no. Because once the shells are done, it's there, innit? They say to you, stop building. You say, building what? I'm not building anything. I'm cleaning my window frame. Obviously, you screw it in at the same time as you're cleaning it and add the glass. And, next week you put another window in. It's not that big a deal. But and people are allowed to build whatever they want in Nosy B, to be honest with you. It's a very tricky situation because you can't actually get planning permission. But this house is getting built as we speak across the road. That big white building behind that's just been built without planning permission. 3-storey, 12 apartments. So it's no problem. And realistically, you can't do anything. He's worried about his view. He's like, don't block my view. Don't block my view. I'm like, I'm not going to block your view. You're lucky. Like I'm the passive nomad. He doesn't know that, right? But he doesn't know that I'm a nice guy. I'm a decent person. He doesn't understand that. He thinks I'm an arsehole. But he's never actually gave me the chance. He's always just screamed at me. Just jumps to that edge of the fence just in front of those flowers there between those 2 trees and sticks his head out. And he just goes off on me. And I'm like, what's gone on? What's happened? And he's like, what are you doing? You know, all this soil you put here, the whole bank's going to collapse. The whole side's going to collapse. And I'm thinking, I don't think it is, mate. It hasn't done so far, has it? And then he's like, oh, why are you planting trees, planting bananas at the back here? I'm saying, I'm just making the garden look nice. He said, oh, you're blocking my view. I said, do you want me to take them out? I took them out. There they are, there. Just lying down on the floor, those bananas. They were standing up there in that location. About what are they? About 3 feet tall. And he's over there on his terrace saying, oh, those bananas there are blocking me view. And I'm like, I'll cut them down if you want. I'll cut them down. He said, I'll go to government. This is your last time I'm telling you. The last time I'm telling you. I'm like, all right, yeah, no worries. I'm thinking to myself, if you go to government, yeah, and you stop my €200,000 investment plan on this building here, I'm going to be a little upset. Like, that's like basically trying to kill me, innit? You know what I mean? It's naughty. Don't do that. I hate grasses. I hate people that go grassing. Can't help themselves. Little scumbags. No need for it. If you're a grass, don't stop being a grass. Stop doing it. Be a nice person. Mind your own business. Crack on with your shit and let them crack on with theirs. That's a nice plan. That's how Madagascar should be, but there's always some foreigner. Not even the Malagasy, he's a foreigner. It's always some foreigner, thinks they're still in Europe, like. And they're not. This is Madagascar. Coming on, this place, like. It's coming on. We're nearly there here. I just needed to build these walls up. This is a new kitchen wall. Just to support the ceiling before we board it all off and cement all the upstairs. That's what I need to do, is cement that upstairs. But there's just a little bit more work to do here. I mean, things like this window, I could leave this window. It's all right. I can leave this until the floor's up upstairs and sort the door out here. But it's nice if you can get all this strong, get it all strong, the whole lot, like, you know. Get everything nice and steady, nice and strong before I throw all the cement up the top there, because there's going to be a lot of weight in that cement. So I need as many supports in as many locations as possible. But yeah, it's coming on. This place is looking good. Here's my bathroom. I'm obviously going to have a wall at the end where these stones are. This bit here is going to be a wall down to there with a little window, little view. Obviously I'll put the window on this side because that's where the view is. Outside bathroom's going to be here. It's going to be an outside shower, bathroom, toilet. Toilet will go here, sinks here, doors here. We're going to build this floor up to the same level as the rest of the apartment there. In here, we're going to have built-in wardrobes covering all this. Maybe a little seat and table for doing your makeup and that. Get some nice lighting in there. Living room. We've built a nice wider couch. So, because before it was just straight back like this, so I've made it wider so that we can have a little back rest on it, just so it's not completely straight at the back. Good for the back, nice and comfortable. You can sit there, watch your telly. I've built this little wall here to cover. I'm going to put a little door, a little cupboard on there for the electric meter, the brushes, mops, keep the apartment nice and looking tidy. Here we've put a new wall. We've moved the bedroom wall back from here to here, about 80 centimetre further back. I'm going to have room for a bedside table, a double bed, and another bedside table, so you'll be able to lie in bed here and look at the perfect view. I'm going to make a bigger window. I'm going to take it out. It was a good idea to lower this window, but it wasn't a top quality idea. The window, it was a cheapskate, save some pennies, quick and easy solution, and that's not good enough. Not when you got a view as good as this is. Yeah, we need to get the whole view. We need to see a lot of the sea, not just a little bit of it from the bed. It needs to be perfect. And then here we've got we've made all this nice and strong again. This is not too bad, this rebar. It's sticking out a little bit, but I can sand cement over the whole lot. You'll never see any of it. It'll look perfect. Done a nice retaining wall there, and also out of granite block, so no water's going to come through. Here's the changing room area for this bedroom, walk-in wardrobe area. It's good. It's very, very good. It's about 1.6 metres wide by about 3 metre long or something. What is it? 1, 2, 2.5, 3 metres. Yeah, 3 metres. Kitchen. We've also put a fridge area in, so now we've got an area for the fridge to be sunk in to the kitchen wall there, and also some room for the more shelves and stuff like that for the kitchen. I will rip this kitchen back out and redo it so it's retiled, all beautiful, get it all nice, very, very nice. Window can stay, it's good. Bathroom's good. I've fixed that up a little bit, put some more shelving in, made it a bit more cozy. It should be good enough, the bathroom. I might have to tile the floor because I think the floors, I'm going to have to retile all the floors in the downstairs apartment. Maybe the terrace I can get away with, but I reckon I'll probably just do the whole lot, make it all beautiful. Nice dark marble design or something like that, you know, something that stands out and looks nice. But yeah, this apartment, it's nearly there. We just need a few more finishing touches. It took forever to get the sand or the soil out of here. Like, oh my god, it took forever. And to get that staircase out, that was proper cemented in. Might get the guy up there today and get this bit finished off at the back. It's not a problem, that soil bit. It's not that big a problem. But might as well get it finished off while we can. Get it strong, get it looking right at the top there, at the back. The reason I haven't finished this water tower is because I need the plastic tub. And the plastic tubs to put the water in, water storage tubs, like 1,000 litre. You're looking around about, how much was it? €450 or something. Big dollar, like, and I need 2 of them. I ain't got the money to buy them. So I've left it, because it'll literally, if I build the posts before I put it in, I mightn't be able to get it in, because it's literally about 1.3 metres wide, and so is that gap But yeah, I like it so far. It's looking good. I'm going to carry on with these granite blocks right the way along this wall at the back. Try and make it a little bit tidier, because he's made a right mess when he's done that wall. Like, it's all over the place. It's sticking out loads in some areas. Yeah, so I'll try and tidy that up. But yeah, I've told them to bring the soil, put it here, and then when you got loads of sacks, then take it and then get out of his way, because he doesn't want to see your faces walking past his garden every fucking 2 minutes. So it's better do it 5 minutes and then don't do it at all for another hour, you know. That's the way I'm looking at it. But we're getting there. Everything's looking good. Everything's looking rosy. The phone thieves, they had a ball at the Samaru festival, apparently. They had a ball. Stealing. A lot of people. That's no good, that. Like, they need to sort that out. Ruger from Jamaica, a Jamaican singer called Ruger. I do believe he was meant to play like 3 nights ago. So people bought the tickets for like 25,000, went in, and then he didn't turn up. And then 2 nights ago, yeah, he's meant to play. All right, he's coming tomorrow, so it'll be the final night he'll be playing. But I think he arrived, and I think he played last night. So people will be happy with that. But I'm not certain. I didn't go to Samaru. I just couldn't be bothered. I just thought, I don't need the hassle. I don't want to take my phone there in case it gets robbed. Madagascar is one of the safest places on earth. It really is. But when it comes to the Samaru Music Festival, the thieves come out of the woodwork from Tanner and that. They get on the taxi buses, they come here, and they make a business out of it, and they're professional. They don't mess about. They'll one guy had his cards taken, and he's got a thing on his phone where he has to accept the payments or not, and click that payment's from me, accept it or decline it. And the guy who's robbed his wallet has got his driving license, gone to Orange Money and opened a SIM card where you need to have a photograph of yourself in the shop done. And he's done that with just a driving license without the guy getting a photograph. Pure corruption, like, from Orange staff. So they need to sort that out. Orange needs to work on that. And he's given him a SIM card, and then he's loaded the credit card, his Orange Money account, with €1,500 in Daniel's name, and then took the €1,500 out the card. So this poor lad, he's the company Virgin are saying, you've got to pay. It's in your name. It's you who's took the money. You put it into your own phone number account, and you've took the money. And he's like, I haven't took anything. The wallet was stolen with the driving license. This is fraud. And so they're looking into it. He's working on it. But at the first start, they were like, you'll have to pay it. And he was like, I'm not paying it. Fuck you. What a situation. Yeah, happy days. I'm going to Zimbabwe in a couple of days. I was meant to go before COVID, before Samaru. Before Samaru, I was meant to go before Samaru, and I ended up thinking all the boats are full going each way, and the taxi buses are full. Wait until it's over, prices go back to normal, and I can take the family away to Zimbabwe, and we'll go and check Zimbabwe out. Never been there before. Should be nice, worth a look, something to do. There you go. The problem is, when you live here, like, it's like being on holiday anyway. You know, there's nowhere real better than right where I'm stood at the moment. I like this place. I like the beach. I like the area. I like the island. I like the country. I like everything about this place, and it's got everything to hand. Whereas Zimbabwe, it won't be like this. You know, I don't believe it's going to be like this. St. Marie, yeah. St. Marie's looks beautiful. I've never been there. Need to get there. It's not so easy to get there, but I do need to go. Probably fly there for €150. Fly back for €150. Maybe it costs double that though, because maybe you have to go to Tanner to get to St. Marie. I don't know whether you can go from here. I don't know. But I need to go. St. Marie. In time. But like I say, first of all, I need to find a lot of money to sort out all my outgoings before April. Get busy. I might sell. Obviously, I need to sell. I need to sell properties, and I've got properties for sale. I've got £250,000 pound worth of property for sale at the moment. I'm selling. It's time to sell up and move on. But yeah, as far as that business that I was telling you about earlier on in the video about my motorsports business, it's just a pipe dream at the moment. I ain't got the money for that, but if I can find the money, I'll be on that like a car bonnet. I'll be on it like a car bonnet. Right, I'm out of here. That's it. Thanks for watching. Give us a like, and I'll see you in the next one.